Previously on Twin Portals. The silver waves of justice traveled to the literal edge of the universe to stop evil powers which threaten their home and their friends. They teamed up with the heroic Rowan Crooks and the Jolly Gents, only to be betrayed when Crooks revealed his true identity as the last clone of the evil wizard Manchun. Their battle sparked a massive explosion which left Swoj mostly dead, their souls adrift beyond the known universe. The spiritual remains of Swoj were captured and brought to a museum of the multiverse, where they were tasked with battling other souls for the education and entertainment of alien powers. Their prize, the promise of being restored to their regenerated bodies. Within the arena, they encountered the vengeful spirit of Teriador, the Rose Knight, a hero whom they had previously left trapped with another diabolical facet of Manchun. With the power of group hugs, Teriador was moved to cooperation, and together they were able to stage a mass escape from the arena. Using the chaos of hundreds of escaping spirits, Swoj and Teriador located and entered their new living forms. In an effort to escape, they chose the most rational, safe, and plausible path home, a mysterious whispering bag which beckoned them into its shadowy opening. Swoj has no gear and no clues as to what wonders or horrors await them within the bag. Welcome, friends, to Twin Portals.
Everybody, hello, welcome. Holy cow, thank you all for coming. Thank you so much. Let's get into it. All right, well, you all are tumbling and plummeting, whoa, head over heels down the rabbit hole into darkness after diving into this mysterious bag. The little pinprick of light behind you is getting smaller and smaller and smaller until all of a sudden the four of you thud onto a soft, kind of spongy surface, sort of a cloth-like, trampoline-like ground that softens your fall. You don't take any damage.
Nice.
You're all recently resurrected, essentially. You don't have any equipment. You're wearing bandages, like we mentioned it. We described it as sort of Fifth Element-esque, but more discreet last episode. So you feel stronger and more experienced, almost as if you've leveled up. And that kind of takes the edge off of, the general physical malaise that you all feel. You're also joined by Teriador in the body of a drow. Teriador is not looking good. If any of you have a chance to look at him, something about the combination of having two pieces of souls and a brand new body, it's not going good for Teriador, and so he's barely able to stay conscious. But around you, what you see is what looks like the interior of a bag of holding, a relatively small one. On the ground in front of you are four objects that seem to be laid out in a line. There is a small, sort of 2 to 3 foot wooden dolphin, sort of in an arcing shape, kind of like a boomerang. There is a small little paper packet of some kind. It seems like it has something inside of it. There is it looks like a marimba with a little quiver with 4 mallets and a little like shoulder holster, like a marching marimba. And there's a small sandwich that, as you all kind of get your bearings, you can smell it. It smells potently of kippered herring. That's what you all see. What do you do? What's your immediate reaction?
You just had a blast going through like our last 42 episodes, didn't
Right. Spectacular.
Awesome.
Take good notes, DMs.
So we can breathe?
You can breathe. It is very dark, though. Like the pinprick of light goes and disappears behind you, so you need a light source to really see what's going on.
Dark vision, sir.
Scoot has dark vision. The rest of you.
Once again, ruining Scoot's day, I throw up dancing lights for the rest of us.
I was just in the middle of running around and tapping people on the shoulder and going the other way, and they can't see either way. But
like narrating what you see and how cool it looks.
Yeah. It's like there's a pizza, there's a keg of beer.
Can I stabilize Teriador? Can I go medicine him up any?
He seems stable. Like he's not like dying. He's just in really rough shape.
Love that.
Yeah. What color are your dancing lights today?
So based on that 2 to 3 foot wooden dolphin boomerang, I'm really getting this like the 90s, those kind of dolphin lamps. So I'm feeling whatever those awful plastic beads were, but hanging everywhere. So like eye blazingly neon green and sort of a horrid Barbie pink.
Is the association with dolphins in the 90s like solidly Lisa Frank, or is there something else to it? Like
I think
Free
it's
Willy?
solidly, at least within the
Okay.
world that we've been building, it's Lisa Frank.
Okay. Right.
There was also Flipper and whatnot, but
Oh,
in
yeah.
this one, it's just Lisa Frank.
Okay. Or Echo the Dolphin. What do you all do?
I'd probably immediately go and inspect the dolphin.
Okay.
That's just drawn to it. I guess Terriador's fine, he said, or at least not critical.
Yeah, he's just kind of there laying
Is
on
he
the
saying
ground.
anything? Or is he...
No, he's kind of like,
Yeah, I'd check on Terriador first.
I mean, even his voice isn't familiar to him, so yeah, he's struggling.
Yeah, let's check on Terry. Terry, how
Okay.
you doing?
Oh, not great.
What's you got a body? That's good. Do you?
Yeah, my tongue feels weird though. It's not my tongue. What is this?
Well, you're a drow.
Like the adrenaline's wearing off for all of you, and you're really starting to feel like, oh my gosh, I just like popped into a body and sprinted several hundred feet and dived. Yeah, I'm a drow. Yeah. Hey, I can actually see though. High five, Scoot. Boom.
That's good.
I know how you feel, Terriador. I lost my hat, and so it's almost the same thing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when I lost my sword.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very much.
As you're all talking, you suddenly feel like you're being watched. There's this like almost as if there's like a camera kind of like panning around. Like you get this feeling of something moving. You can almost like hear kind of a rustling in the distance, like on the far side of the bag.
Is this very similar to what we just left? The crowd of people watching us?
No, there's no crowd. No, you're
No,
alone in
but
this
it's
like
the
otherwise
same
empty
sense.
bag.
Like, we're just being observed, or
Well, no, it's actually it comes from a distinct point. So if
Okay.
you're like tensing up, if you're using your barbarian danger sense and looking around, you would immediately notice that on the far side of the bag, there's this little opening at about eye level, and in this opening, sort of like in a ring, there are these two beams, like little beams of white light that seem to be like watching the four of you and kind of looking around. Almost like it's like a shadow with just two big old. They look kind of like bag openings. Like there's a rope around the eyes, and the ropes kind of extend downwards like tears off of the eyes. And this face, this shadowy face, is just watching.
is it like is it the Cheshire cat?
Yeah, Cheshire Cat.
It's
Cheshire
very
Cat?
similar, yeah.
Okay.
So who saw that, Scoot?
Scoot would have seen it first.
Yeah,
Scoot, the hair in the back of your neck is standing up.
I'm self-conscious now.
What's going on? What is?
I see something like way, way, way down there at the other end of the bag we're in.
I elbow whoever's next to me and point.
Anybody else see that?
Yeah, creepy robot.
Eyes-
Eyes
made
they're
of
like
rope.
beams of eyes. And as you all turn and look, the little face in the distance, the opening kind of goes shunk and disappears, and you hear like a rope tying sound.
Zay grabs the kippered herring sandwich and is like, "Are you hungry? Come on out. We just want to be friends."
No
like
response.
proffering it.
No response.
Yeah, this is about as long as Ilka can handle not touching an instrument. So she's all over the marimba now.
It fits pretty well. It's heavy. It's about 2 octaves.
Love.
There's 4 mallets, so you could do the 2-hand thing. If you want.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well-
Good. I immediately string it to my person.
Nice.
I try to get Terry up on his feet.
He's able to stand up if you're supporting him. Yeah, he moves
Okay.
along,
All
just
right.
not very gracefully.
That's it.
Nope.
I get him up, and then I try to, we head over to the dolphin boomerang.
Okay. It feels weighty in your hand and solidly made and carved.
Is it actual boomerang?
Yeah, like it would do about 1d4 damage and have a range of about 60 feet.
You guys talk. I got to write things down.
You could also use it as a mace in a pinch.
I got to look that up now too.
What's the damage of my sandwich?
It's more emotional damage or olfactory damage, I guess.
I move away from the sandwich.
Yeah. It's really pervasive. Like none of you can get away from it in this closed space.
Feeling a little left out, Lark picks up the envelope.
Oh, yeah. Looking at the envelope, it's apparently a paper pack of cards, something you've never seen before. A pack of Rowan Crooks trading cards for the Rowan Crooks trading card game.
What?
Oh.
As far as you know, these went out of print like decades ago, and you've never seen one.
Lark starts making like little tiny squeaking sounds and just sits down to look at them. Oblivious to anything else that's
Yeah,
happening
it seems
now.
unopened, so
Oh, it's fresh.
tough call.
Okay, so oh my god, like it's still sealed in the original
Yes.
packaging.
Yes.
Lark, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna sit and think about it for now.
Zay's wondering what she did that she earned a kippered herring sandwich.
Is it really a sandwich? Does it do anything?
No, it's like a really, really nice sandwich. It looks like so fresh and so juicy, like a food artist sculpted it to be the perfect kippered herring
Okay.
sandwich.
Zay eats it.
With reckless abandon, the whole thing?
I was just.
Yeah, her body is brand new. She's like a new vampire.
yeah,
she
yeah.
needs to feed.
Yeah.
All right.
while
I've
looking,
been watching True Blood.
while looking at the boomerang, I say, this all seems very perfect. Does anybody think this is a trap? Just as I look at you finish the first half of the sandwich.
Zay, your breath is going to smell like kippered herring for the rest of the episode.
I have druid something.
Druidcraft.
Druid breath
Druid
mint.
craft.
Druid
Yeah.
breath.
Druid breath.
Are you using it or okay?
But yeah.
Okay, then you feel extremely satisfied. This is probably the nicest kippered herring sandwich. Way better than the one that you left in the bag of holding for days and days. Way back in season 1.
Oh. I thought I put it in my pouches, but
It might have moved around. Yeah. Nah. Yeah.
Nope, it was in the bag.
Someone else can fact check us on that. So, it's quiet and stinky.
It is not quiet. I am
Oh.
playing the marimba.
Roll performance.
20.
Softball skill check. Yeah, it's melodious and beautiful, and you pick it up right away.
It's very
Have you played
dance
a-
macabre.
Have you played one before?
Me personally or Ilka?
Ilka.
No.
Okay. Well, then you take to it.
Good. Nice.
Yeah.
I feel like between like the keyboard side of the accordion, there's going to be a lot of transferable knowledge here.
Yep.
Probably some dance macabre.
So I'd probably start pointing people down towards, well, leading the way down towards where the eyes and the hole.
Sure. With Toreador?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so you get to that spot. You can see there's like a rope knot tying, like cinching up some kind of an opening. It's still there on the far end. And on the other side of this knot, you faintly hear the sound of like wind howling, but it sounds very distant. What do you do?
Does anybody else hear that?
Anybody who comes close would.
I hear that.
Excellent.
Nice role playing.
Nailed it. So it seems like we're still in a bag.
Shocking.
Should we try to cut this rope or undo this knot and get out of here?
Somebody wanna-
Battering ram. So
What are you guys going to do? What are you going to attempt?
Does my boomerang have an edge to it or is it blunt?
It's a blunt edge like a boomerang, It's
Yeah.
not like sharpened,
Yeah.
but it's a
my
little sharp.
marimba wood or metal keys?
Wood.
Do you have any metal in that pack of cards?
I can't tell. I haven't opened it.
Let's crack that thing open and find out.
But then it won't be in its original packaging.
You know
That'll
that some of the
devalue.
cards do have metal foil in them.
I can't tell if the sort of famous misprint of the antediluvian Jake card is in here without opening. But as soon as I open it, then the value of the packaging drops. But I can't see the cards until I open it.
Yeah.
But if I open it, like
Please continue. We got to magneto that foil and make a knife or something to cut this. Or I could just use my teeth.
Ultimate door. What do you do?
yeah, I don't have my dagger. I would tear if I tried to unwrap it. I would tear it.
I'm just going to try the knot. Can I
Okay.
get to the knot?
Roll strength.
All right, I can do that. I'll need that. Thank you. 15.
It does not budge. It's like magically bound. Like you try to pull the knot. You know knots. You're a sailor.
Yeah.
But this knot doesn't want to move. Something about the rope or the magic holding it shut is keeping you from pulling it open.
I cast a spell magic on the rope.
Oh, at what level?
Trick
It's a question you have never asked me before. Third.
Fight.
Doesn't seem like it has an effect.
Oh.
Alas. It seems like the rope kind of like lifts up, like gravity is gone for a second, and then it falls back down again. However, on the other side of the rope, you start to hear like in a very distant grumbling sound, like what's going on? What's happening? So, whatever that means to you.
Hello, we're trapped in here. Hello. Zay yells towards the wall.
Somebody's. Oh no! You hear grumbling, and the rope starts to move. And after a few minutes,
I get ready to jump out.
the cinched rope falls down, and this hole opens up. That's about a few feet wide. The air in this chamber you're in immediately gets like sucked out, like vacuum style, into outer space. And ahead of you, you see a few very surprising things. First, you see an infinite dimension of space with astral clouds in the distance, and all around you is this lattice work of floating bags. If you imagine like a crystal molecule structure, or like a child's marshmallow and toothpick art, like they're all bound together like web style in a chaotic fashion by big, thick ropes, like 1 or 2 foot thick ropes that kind of tie off these bags at the top or at the bottom. Gravity seems to be kittywampus around here. You also see directly in front of you this figure that you don't recognize. It's humanoid, about human-sized, but seems to be made up of mismatching clothing and like hooded and very like wearing many, many layers. And their face is covered by a mask. It looks like a raven's beak, covering their whole face, made of wood. And their feet, hanging on this rope, are not human feet. They're actually wheels that seem to be kind of like pinching the rope, and they're holding onto it with these wheel feet. So they're clearly not human. If they are, they have some kind of cool prosthetics. And they're staring in the hole at you as all the air starts to get sucked out. And they're like, "Whoa, what do we have here? And they kind of look at the four of you like, "What? Never seen the bag plane before? Plane of infinite bags?
The bag of holding nexus.
It's the bag dimension."
Hi, can we come out?
Of course.
All right.
Yeah, come on up. Be careful. Be careful. It's literally just like a 2 foot wide rope extending out from this bag to a couple more bags in the distance.
Okay. I carefully get out. Teriador, you're on your own on this one.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to make my way out there under the rope. It's a 2 foot wide rope, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy for you. Teriador's like laying down and holding on to it and like inching along carefully.
Yeah.
He's terrified. His coordination's not that great right now.
Did you say there's gravity or not? It must be.
There's gravity relative to the rope.
To the rope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So if we fell, we would just fall to the other side of the rope?
Yeah.
Seems that way?
Yeah, try it, Scoot.
I'm real curious.
I'm thinking about it.
The figure's like, "So, who are you? I'm very busy. What are you doing here?"
We're Swoj.
So what does that even mean? I've never heard of a Swoj.
Oh, it's the Silver Waves of Justice. We're kind of a crime-fighting, mystery-solving team with a secret hideout.
Okay, that's great. Like I said, I'm very busy. My name is Phylith. I live here.
Hi, Phylith.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm trying to decide whether I should open this pack of cards or not, and I was wondering if you have a second one, I could like keep one sealed in the packaging,
trying
and
to
then
save
one.
the bronze dragons.
The
that
Raven
too.
Mask like leans into the pack and ignores the bronze dragon comment, and is like, "Oh, that's a very rare specimen right there. You know, I could take it off your hands and
no.
you know, see if I have anything like it back in my storage."
Wait, you have storage with other?
Oh,
Crook's
so
collectible
much
cards?
storage. Yeah, you want to come see?
Yes,
y'all want to come
definitely.
see?
Yeah, let's go,
Yes.
everybody.
Follow me.
You are just going to full on get into a game of let's make a deal with this pack of cards.
Ilka, what's your response?
I'm real curious about the gravity, so I'm like over by Scoot and I'm poking him. Will you just like dangle me by the ankles
Yeah.
over the side of this rope? I want to see what happens.
How about by the hands?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, like your hair still falls relative to the rope, so you can kind of walk on it sideways if you choose to. Yeah. And this figure Phylith like hunches down kind of motorcycle style and like powers along the rope with their wheel feet, like kind of hooking their hands around it as like a guiding mechanism, and they just shoop along the rope towards the next bag. And then they kind of turn around, and if nobody's following, and they're like, "Come on!"
Yeah, I start going.
Lark is totally.
I'll carry Teriador.
Nice.
Get him up on my back.
He was really falling behind quickly. So
No,
yeah, you
that's
come
not going
back
to. No,
and-
that's not
okay.
the case. It's gonna
Okay.
be- Yep. Come on, Terry. Let's get up. I'm not leaving you behind again.
Zay will bring up the rear.
All right. Did you do the breath mint, by the way, Zay?
The
I just
druid
need to
meant-
be really clear about this.
Yes, but I still have the other half of the sandwich.
Okay, great. So,
Are you just holding it while you walk?
Yeah, I'm thinking that Phylith might want it. He was so excited about your cards. I want to be hospitable.
So Phylith leans over their shoulder and calls back to Ilka and says, "Hey, put those lights out, okay? We don't want the bag man seeing us."
The big man. Oh
Ilka was fine at first. On Zay's reaction, she's like, "We're done with the lights now." All
But
the
I
lights
can't
go
see
away.
the rope. No, I can't see the rope now.
Can I shrink the lights down real low and just have them trickle along the rope.
Phyllis,
Sure,
is it
sure.
offensive if I ride on you like a motorcycle?
Somewhat. I mean, I've never tried that before with a real living, breathing person like you, Lark.
Yeah, I can't see in the dark.
Well, maybe, No, I don't think so. Come on, just follow me.
What? Like follow your voice?
Follow my voice.
I'm gonna step off the rope into Bagland.
There's astral purple light in this space, which is
Oh,
how you
okay.
can see like
Okay.
all of the infinite bags around you. And actually, off in the distance, if you're kind of like trying to get your bearings, you do see like two large kind of searchlights, like the ones that you may have seen at the end of the original bag, kind of panning around like maybe a mile away, like big lights, just kind of.
What's with the big lights?
That's him.
That's the Bagman?
Come on.
Guys, we gotta
Don't
go.
say his name 3 times.
Yeah.
He's only a mile away.
So you know about him. Yeah.
We should go.
We were warned about him once.
We were.
Yeah.
So word gets out. That's good to know.
Scary.
All right, well, here we are. And Phyllis, after crossing a couple of rope bridges, it's not very far, just a few hundred feet. Phyllis like, here it is. This is my lockdown. Come on in. And Violet does some kind of an arcane gesture to the knot on this bag, and it opens. And they beckon you inside.
I go in.
Inside,
I
you can
follow
see
everyone
like
else.
piles of just rubbish, like garbage, refuse. It's like a junkyard, but not like a nice junkyard.
Oh.
Okay.
Like one that hasn't been screened at all.
Nice.
It's just everything.
Yes.
Hey,
So
Ilka's been full on Tarzan up to this point, playing with the ropes and gravity and like caterwauling around it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Spinning around as you go.
yeah, eventually, I think she would join the rest of them. It probably took her time.
I'm kind of interested in the junkyard of the interplane.
Yeah. Yeah. Lark's like, he jumped in right away.
Yeah, Phyllis like, well, this is a really safe place for you all if you want to stick around. The bagman doesn't come here. This is where we keep stuff that, he loses track of. Stuff that's kind of fallen through the cracks from other people's bags of holding, you see. And me and my cohorts take care of it. It's just me today. Well, me and Oobledoop over there, and he points, and in the distance you see what looks like a sort of a yellowish gelatinous cube, a ooze-ish
Nice.
object just kind of quivering in the distance.
Explains the choices of what was worth giving.
Right? Just scouring the dungeon floors.
I have a question, kind of like a sort of a logistical question, maybe about the Bagman's name.
Sure.
If you say it 3 times ever, is that the thing, or is it just 3 times in a row?
It's 3 times in a row, and it's a bit of a superstitious kind of thing. Like, he's not always paying attention. You know,
Okay.
people just say he is. Wait, was that twice?
It's really tempting, and
And you struggle with impulse control.
yeah.
What about man bag? Is that okay to say?
Well, not if you say
Not,
twice.
yeah, not 4 times.
Right.
Scoot is so bad at math.
Yeah?
I kind of want to go in and look for more cards, but I don't really. Hey, Phyllis, just can we have a moment here by ourselves?
Oh, you need some space. Sure. I'm sure
Yeah,
this is
just-
all a bit much.
Yeah, I just want to have a private conversation here with my friends.
Yeah, you seem like you might be a bit out of sorts. You're all in bandages. I don't know. And that guy looks especially rough. Hey, if he needs some help, Oobledoop has healing properties. You can throw him right into the jelly. It's a special kind of fungus. It's not the acidic kind. It's like a healing kind of thing. I wouldn't know. I've never done it, but Oobledoop swears.
Now I'm even more suspicious. I was like a little before, and now I'm.
You can talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go get some stuff for you. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And Violet wheels away.
I don't want to go in that bag room without someone has to stay out and make sure he doesn't seal us in there. Like, is he collecting us as leftovers from the other bag?
Oh. Or maybe he just wants to help.
Well, I'm tempted to think that, but also we've been burned before. Not necessarily by people with interplanar
Literally.
bag things, but just trusting the wrong people. I'm a little gun shy.
Should I go touch
This
Oobledoop
is a
and see what
first.
happens?
How far away is Oobledoop?
It's like on the far end of the inside of this bag.
It is a slimy thing. You
Yeah,
probably-
I'm probably naturally
Oh,
drawn
yeah.
to Oobledoop.
Oh yeah.
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 My affection for slime back
So
in
scooch
episode.
the first one in. You wander in and make your way over.
I'm heading that direction.
It's very like Cave of Wonders in Aladdin, but just junk instead of gold. And so you kind of make your way through it.
Me personally, I'm very much okay with this situation.
And what do you do once you get to Oobledoop? It's just quivering.
Do I have Terryador with me still? Or
Yes.
Okay. Terryador, what do you think about this?
Listen, I'm up for anything right now.
You want to go at the same
Shove
time?
him in, Scoot. Shove him in.
Yeah. And then Terryador's voice kind of gets lower pitched and is like, "Yeah, that thing looks like some kind of healing fungus. I'm in for it."
All right.
Was that you, Scoot, or was that
That was my stomach.
Terador
What?
clears his throat and says, "That was the other guy. Don't worry."
the Blight Knight?
No, the body
The
taker.
body
Body
taker.
taker.
He's
Yeah.
still here too, huh?
He's still here too.
Shove him in.
I am just. He's still on my back.
Terador's kind of crawling in on his own already. He's like, "Oh yeah, that feels
Oh,
nice.
all
Yeah, I can get behind that."
All right. I walk in
All the way.
all
to the
the way
gelatinous cube.
into the healing slime.
Bye,
Okay.
Scoot.
Yeah, it feels like a really nice back massage. Like there's some kind of pressure in just the right places, and like you just feel like your pores are being exfoliated. It's really a wonderful experience as you kind of pass through this slime, and then like a current kind of pushes you out, Scoop. It leaves Terador in.
Hey,
As Terador kind of gives you a thumbs up from inside and just kind of relaxes.
that's not good. That's how Terminator 2 ended.
Well, it's not lava,
Okay.
so
It didn't feel like
I've
a
seen
lava.
that movie.
So defensive.
I'm gonna be casually playing some Healy sort of sounds on the marimba. Probably sounds like Mellow Yellow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I shake it out a little bit. I'm just
It's
like,
in the mood,
yeah.
And that kind of covers you all if you want to like have a conversation. The sound covers the echo that would have otherwise filled the bag.
All right, how's everyone doing?
I'm feeling pretty good. Rejuvenated.
Yeah, we have to find our way to the secret headquarters of the Jolly Gents is our next mission.
I'm not sure what's happening anymore.
I guess we could look for the bag. Yeah, the bag that was taken from us.
But would he have lost it? Oh, I see what you mean. Like
He took
the
our
bag is represented here in the bag dimension somewhere. Like we could crawl
I think all the bags
into
are
our own
represented.
bag.
I think this is the nexus. The
Yeah. Across the
Kong-
room, Phyllis is like, "Yeah, all the bags are here. Don't
Thank-
worry, I'm not listening."
Thanks,
Hey,
thanks,
you were
Phyllis.
listening, Phyllis.
Thanks, Phyllis.
Busted. Okay, how do we find? Okay, you can come back, Phyllis.
All right. Phyllis wheels back carrying 3 bags.
How do we
Under their
find? So
arm.
we have a bag of holding that was stolen from us.
Ah.
How do we find it? What would be a way to do that?
Well, I believe the bagman keeps ledgers in his home in the first bag.
Oh.
the
What
first bag.
what can you tell us about the bagman?
Oh, the bagman? Well, he's sort of the core of this whole dimension, this demiplane. You see, he was here when it all started, when the first bag of holding was made. And every other bag since has anchored itself to his soul in some way. He kind of keeps this whole place together, so he can never leave. Pretty crazy guy. I keep away from him. I know that he can open the bags to the outside. Nobody else can. You can't. No, there's no way out unless the bagman opens a hole for you, or unless someone on the outside opens the hole for you. So,
He likes kippered herring.
Oh, does the bagman like kippered herring?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I wouldn't recommend it. He gets kind of violent and testy.
But I mean,
No.
it sounds like we don't have a choice, or we're stuck here in the bag dimension with you and Ooblegoop.
What
Well,
if we distract him?
I've heard tell that he keeps a ledger
Yeah.
with
Like we
the locations of all the bags, and
But
so
only
he can find
he
the
can
right ones.
open them?
Well, that's the thing. See, I know how to open the bags in this dimension to get into them. I just can't open a hole to the outside. You see what I'm saying? I can teach you how to get the bags open, but I need you to do me a favor first.
Whoa, what is it?
Well, you see, there's a trinket that I would really like, something that used to belong to the bagman. It's a couple bags over, and I've been a little bit hesitant about going to get it myself. But you all seem very capable.
We're super capable.
You're a sort of a crime-fighting, mystery-solving team. Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, this is a mystery, and it needs to be solved, my friends.
You came to the right. Well, I guess you were already here. We came to the right place.
Right. Well, here's the deal. I'll take you there. I'll show you how to get in, and I'll give you some gear so you can go and find that trinket. It's a little amulet, like a golden turtle.
Ooh,
Okay.
Golden.
I like it.
Yeah, it's very charming. It's in there. You bring it to me, and I'll teach you how to open the bags. Then you just got to go find that bag that's so important to you, and go home.
What does the golden turtle do?
I think it's a memento that the bagman wants or keeps.
Oh, so it's not special to you. It's special because the bagman wants it.
Right, and that's why I want it, you see? You see, historical artifacts and important items are currency out here in the bag dimension.
Makes
So-
sense to me.
Yeah. You want some gear? I brought some stuff for you.
Yeah.
I have to warn you, they're all in bags of holding, and here we don't want to open up bags of holding too much, because if we do that, the bagman will start to, catch on to what we're doing and come look for us. But you can each take one thing out of each of these bags, all right?
Okay, sounds
All right.
good.
So this is the weapons bags where I keep all my weapons,
Oh,
I
boy.
think. No, it's actually the armor bag.
Oh,
Here you
we're
go.
randomly
Everybody
drawing?
take one. Yeah.
All right.
Reach into the bag, my friends.
Ilka stuffs her hand in and she takes out some smelly leather armor that smells like burning rubber.
Great.
Zay found a shield for Ilka.
Oh, yeah?
It has the Graalhund crest on it.
Oh.
Scoot found a sticky chain shirt, which
Nice.
sounds right on brand. So something clearly was spilled on this.
I pulled out some full plate armor.
Perfect.
Disadvantage on stealth, weighs 70 pounds, shiny AF.
Can you wear that?
No, I cannot.
So Lark reaches into the bag and just is like, ugh.
It's almost as much as Lark weighs.
Takes you a
Phyleth,
minute to get it all out.
Phyleth, what's the house rules on trading?
Oh, do what you want.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, can you wear that?
I can. Now I get to be extra smelly.
To the listening audience, the cards are flying around the table. Here's the weapons bag.
We're trading cards, literally. All right.
Have at
Wait,
it.
I can't wear chain, right? What do you have?
I can't
You
wear
just have a
chain either.
shield. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I guess I'm
I
going
think
in my
Scoot's the only one who could wear chain.
Fifth Element wrappings.
Yeah, I could probably
No,
wear a chain.
You should look at what.
Well, I already gave it. I gave you the plate. You're
You
gonna
gave me
want
that. You can't wear that. Well, the plate's not.
If you want some junky clothes, too, to get out of those bandages, we got junky clothes. Just saying.
Okay, now I have. Is that a heater shield or a Hester shield?
Heater. Sorry.
It's all good. A
Oh,
heater
man.
shield. The pointy bottom can be used as a weapon for damage, and it has been emblazoned with the House Graalhund crest. So I've got a shield and a whip, a long whip with 9 O's, which does slashing damage in a 15-foot range.
Okay, a whip and a shield. Okay, I have a dagger with a blade on each end.
Nice.
Yeah, that's 1d4 on either side. Light finesse. Blades are plated with silver in case that it becomes important.
I got 2 matching red-stained hand crossbows with 40 bolts.
Great.
I have a steampunk maul. Literally an anchor connected to a steel pipe.
How did you lift it?
I didn't.
You had to lay the bag down and kind of
Like,
drag it
pull
out.
it out.
Dragging it.
Yeah.
This is like Scoot's most perfect weapon.
I know, right? I was like,
Okay,
I
so-
just point at it.
Scoot, actually, listen up.
I have -1 strength.
Okay, so do you want the chain or the plate?
Neither.
You don't want either one?
Barbarian.
Doesn't change my AC.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Thanks for the chain shirt, Phyleth.
Hey,
but
I didn't need it.
Okay. Well, doesn't make it. Makes it seem less special.
It's a little testy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Violet's kind of keeping you at arm's length.
But I can't really wear it, so I'm gonna just put it back in the bag or whatever.
Oh, yeah, sure. I
Don't
mean,
open
that's
the
all
bag
right,
again.
you know?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not gonna open the bag again.
Put it on
Right.
the
Because I don't
rubbish
wanna
trash.
draw
You
the
can just leave it over
attention-
by Oobledoop over there. That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, I just want to draw the attention of the bagman. Bagman.
It's such
Real
a-
close, Wave Silver. Real close.
just playing
Y'all,
with
we need to be
fire.
ready and just spit words out. Anytime he starts dropping that word.
I've also got a bag of trinkets if you want them, because I know you're shuffling a lot of stuff around.
Yeah,
right
I want to
Yeah.
check it.
All
for
right,
sure.
go for it. Go for it.
Zay wants 2.
I reach out and I get a bundle of 42 nectarines.
Oh, that's perfect.
Keep away
They're
that
fresh.
scurvy.
Zay finds a small glowing orb which changes colors when I shake it.
Oh, cool.
I already have one of these, but not with me. So this is good.
It's true.
You got a travel set now. I have a set of tuning forks, which each emit a different note. Yeah.
What? Why does he?
I have an antique pocket watch with a face that displays constellations instead of numbers.
Oh.
Ooh.
Damn, are my nectarines in a bag?
Yeah, I think like the ones you get at the store. that
I like
come in a
nectarines.
Could I
mesh.
do bludgeoning damage with that?
Absolutely.
Cool.
At least once.
So I have a whip, a blackjack, and a nectarines, and a shield.
Can also prevent scurvy.
Yeah.
You could do both at the same
And juggle.
time.
Oh, man.
I feel very well equipped.
Yeah.
What's gonna go down?
So Phyllis, like, whenever you're ready, I'll show you the ropes.
We're ready now. Oh, that's nice. That was a good
boo.
one, Phyllis.
Thanks.
Terrible.
No, don't
We're
listen to
ready.
Scoot. It was good.
You ready? Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Phyllis like, all right, and they lead you back to the opening and take you down a series of ropes, kind of winding downwards, crisscrossing back and forth from bag to bag, eventually reaching a larger bag with an opening on the top. And Phyllis like, this is the one. Are you ready?
Super ready.
Okay, here you go. They open the bag, and below you can see there's like maybe a 15-foot drop to a small platform. That's about all you can see from outside.
For justice. Lark leaks in.
and gravity shifts as you leap in so you land on this platform on your feet.
Nice.
So
Do you see
super-
that?
Yeah.
I would have doffed my hat, but I don't have it anymore.
Did you grab clothes, or are you still just bandages?
I'm still just in bandages.
Great. Wonderful.
I think we all are. I am. I'm not wearing any of the armor.
I'm wearing a marimba. Picture Jenny and Forrest Gump with her guitar performance.
Nice.
Oh, man. Okay. So Lark leaps in. The rest
Yeah.
of you follow?
Yep,
Yeah.
I follow.
Okay. Ahead of you.
Is Toreador still with us?
No, he stayed in Oobledoop unless
Okay.
you want him to come with you.
Nope. He's good
just-
there?
He's
He needed
vibing.
some healing.
Okay.
Yep. Ahead of you, this bag is much bigger on the inside than on the outside, and you see sort of a football field size, like 300 foot by like 100 foot chamber, sort of rectangular prism, just laced with rope, kind of like spider webs. Like these are much smaller ropes, like tightrope style, or like climbing rope, like maybe an inch or two in diameter.
Oh, no.
They're all taut, and at the base level below these ropes, you see what looks like a massive vat of glowing green acid just hissing and bubbling every so often. It does not look as friendly as Oobledoop looked. In the mesh of ropes ahead of you, you see in the distance, there are some small sconces with purple flame illuminating the room. You see little scenes, little vignettes, clearly stylized by someone using junk. There are sort of little scenes of like a family going camping, and they're like sitting around a fire, but the family is made of metal bits and tools and garbage, and the fire is clearly out. And the far side of the room, there's a dining room table with 4 figures around it and 1 empty chair. That's about as far as you can see. And there are a couple other figurines in strange poses, kind of tied in with the rope, like puppet style, like anchored in midair ahead of you.
Yeah, I was going to ask if there were platforms. If
No,
this
it's
was,
all just rope.
Okay.
Yep.
Violet's nearby, or did he just...
Violet's staying outside and is like, good luck, I'm not going in there.
Can you tell us anything about where we should look?
I don't know. I haven't been in there.
You just know that the locket is in here.
Yep,
or
I know
amulet
that
is in
this
here.
bag is special to the bag man. He set it up himself.
What's with all the people turned into junk?
I don't know, man. I don't think they're turned into junk. I think he just made them out of junk.
Oh,
Kind of like me.
he's like a sculptor,
Yeah.
like a junk sculptor.
Sure.
an artist.
Yeah, he sounds nice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's upcycling things.
Yeah.
best of luck to you. I'm going to go hide.
What?
It's not comforting at all.
Close the door behind you, please.
I'm going to leave it open so you can get out if you need to.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to close it.
No, please
Oh,
don't.
no. Yeah, because
Okay.
we don't know how to open it, right?
No.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
Are the ropes close enough that you could like go down 2 of them at once? Or is it you just have to like...
If you kind of made your way around and gave like small leaps, yeah, it's not like that dense that you could easily get across.
Yeah.
You have to like make a skill check.
I used wild shapes in the arena before I got my new body back.
Okay.
Am I out?
Do you just have 2?
Did you
Yes.
level up?
In my brain, I'm like, everything is reset.
You know what? I think if you gained a wild shape by leveling up and getting a new body, that would probably be more flavorfully exciting. So let's go with that.
I'm
DM
going-
Fiat.
Nice.
Turn into a ferret and start scampering along the ropes to the first family, not just close enough to be able to see if like any of the parts are made up of something like an amulet.
Oh, sure. The camping scene?
If that's the closest,
one?
yeah.
Yeah. No, there's no amulet that you can see. No golden turtle. They're just these like hollowed out husks that look like kind of like people without faces. Bits of tools and refuse sticking out of them, kind of like scarecrows, but made of metal more. However, in the distance, you can see from where you are, like halfway across the room, with your ferret eyes, that in the one empty seat on the dining room table in the distance, there is a little golden turtle sitting on that empty seat, along with the other husks of people, or metal people.
I'm gonna scamper over to it
Okay. And do what?
and gesture for if someone wants to try to follow. It doesn't seem like that would be easy for them, right?
I mean,
Hey, she's
like a
doing
ropes
like
course.
a cute little ferret dance.
it is very cute.
I'm pretty nimble.
Scoot is not.
Just roll acrobatics. It seems relatively safe. Like there's enough rope that you're not just gonna like fall into the acid unless something
like a
knocks
spider
you
web, and
off.
we're like,
15.
Yeah, no problem. You're able to kind of push off from rope to rope and make your way down slowly at like half speed.
Am I within reaching distance of the...
What are these two doing, Lark and Scoot?
I'm saying, good job, go get it.
from the far side.
Yeah, I'll watch the door.
Okay.
With my plus almost nothing.
Lark would join. Like he does not feel weird about the ropes at all. This is stuff that he does.
Yeah, make an acrobatics roll.
25.
No sweat. You're like running on these ropes. Where are you keeping the pack of cards? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I've had to like tuck it into my my bandages.
Yes. Anywhere in particular? It might come up later.
How like are they? Is there one that kind of goes around my chest? I would
Sure,
tuck
like
it in
a
the
mic
back.
pack?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
okay.
a mic pack.
Yeah,
Yep.
great. Makes sense.
All right.
So,
For the
Scoot-
sake of good storytelling, let's see what I can do on this.
Come on,
acrobatics
Scoot, it's
roll.
easy.
I doubt it.
I don't know. You're kind of guarding the door.
Yeah, I did. Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, no sweat.
Did all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're swinging from rope to rope.
I was nervous.
using
I told ya.
momentum.
I haven't
Yeah.
been on a boat in so long.
These are ropes, though. It's different.
Yeah,
So you're
you're
all
right.
making your way down towards this dining room table. Like, what's your next move altogether?
I want to cast detect magic on the turtle before I put my hands on it.
Hey, there's a turtle here.
So detect magic is like a sort of area of effect thing, and you can definitely sense strong magic from the turtle and from 3 of the husks of people on the table.
It will also tell me what school of magic.
Enchantment.
Lark is reaching for the turtle.
Don't touch anything.
What?
Don't. No bueno.
It's right
Books up.
there. I just have to.
Nope.
I smack his hand.
Ah!
It hurts.
No,
The heck, Scoot?
not yet. We have to wait for the right time.
It's literally right there.
I know.
Can't touch it with our hands.
That's not a rule.
Guess he's got me there.
Lark, I cast spells out of my fingertips. I know stuff about magic.
Okay. What?
No, we have to use something else to pick it up.
What can we use though?
Well, I can't take my bandage off. My cards are tucked into it.
I tried tapping one of the tuning forks to see if there's if it has any effect on any of this stuff.
It's loud. It fills the room. You can all hear a nice solid C sharp.
Say that's D major right there. No.
No.
Was I
It's not,
close?
Scoot.
No? All right. Getting some vicious head shakes from the music teacher. It's like,
Beth is grinding her teeth.
I've
at
never
the
had Beth
table.
more angry at me than she is in this
You're
moment.
my favorite, Scott.
All right. Well, that didn't work.
Do you share with us that where you notice the energy from?
Yeah.
So you mentioned the
Yeah,
enchantment
the
on the
stuff
other
is
3.
enchanted. The turtle is enchanted. We can probably pick it up if we don't touch it. So, with some other substance like my marimba sticks, and then I'll put it in my nectarine bag.
I wish I would have taken the sticky chainmail just to hold it. 'Cause I could have stuck stuff to it.
Ah.
How much rags are we talking about on our person if you're talking Fifth Element bandage style?
Oh, like mummified. Like a little bit of skin showing around your hands and your feet and your head.
Oh,
Yeah.
we just pop off some of these bandages.
Sure.
Yeah. I take off the part that's covering my dolphin tattoo.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Nice.
All right.
Yeah. Get that out. How's the dolphin looking?
Focused.
Focused.
Yeah.
All right. Dolphin knows something's up.
Right.
So,
Dolphin's kind of looking at you like, "Are you okay, man?" Like very seriously.
it's been a trip, but I'm glad to see you. I
Right.
wasn't sure you were going to be here on this new body of mine.
Are you talking to your tattoo?
Are you not?
No. What?
Can't you? Never mind.
The dolphin nods empathetically to you, Scoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conversation for later.
Okay.
Is there a bottom to the bag?
It's
Yeah,
all
acid.
green.
Oh, that's right,
acid.
that's right.
Yes.
I'm doing
All
it.
right.
I'm taking the cloth I ripped
Scoot,
and
I'm holding open my bag of nectarines
oh,
that once you get the turtle, you will deposit it in the bag.
I'm looking at my watch.
Okay. It's about Ursa Minor o'clock. Fantasy Ursa Minor.
It's Ursa Minor o'clock, you guys.
all right. We got
And
to
as Scoot
we have to do this
swings,
fast.
he loops the
Yep, that's-
amulet into his bandage, and immediately the 3 suits of armor sitting around the table spring to life, and one of them lunges at you, Scoot, and tries to lock you in armor around you, like physically. Roll for initiative.
What the heck?
Oh!
Scoot, what did you do?
It wasn't me. It was somebody else.
What'd you get?
19 on Ilka.
22.
Scoot.
19.
Yeah, pretty good.
Dang. And
9.
All right. So, Lark, you see this armor lunging for Scoot, like bodily. What's your first reaction?
tackle it. Leave it alone. Leave him alone.
So you just like dive at it, like
Yeah.
plunging into the acid down below, or
No,
like
no,
just like
no.
holding onto
I'm
it?
an acrobat.
Okay. So you're like keeping your foot. Okay.
Yeah.
Make a grapple roll, I guess, an attack roll.
A grapple? Well, okay. 14.
You are able to grab onto it, but it keeps moving towards Scoot. Like you're not able to restrain it. It's loose metal. The three things that are moving, one of them is like a solid suit of plate armor, like kind of like the one that you almost took.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that's going for Scoot. There's also one that's made entirely of bladed weapons, like it's swords and maces, and they're all kind of like in the shape of a body. And then there's another one that seems to be all made of tools. It's like forks and knives and plates and hammers.
Glad I grabbed onto this one.
Yeah, so it's actually, it's not the worst. You keep it from grabbing onto Scoot, and you kind of like are hugging the armor as it's starting to hug Scoot. And it's just a big hug, squeezing pile.
I feel like I'm squeezing you harder now, Scoot. Sorry. I was trying to help.
That's all good.
Scoot or Ilka? Who has the higher dex? Probably
Definitely
Ilka.
Ilka.
Great. I'm casting Bane on all of these.
So they make a wisdom save.
Charisma.
Charisma.
Is that a friendly fire thing? Do I need to roll for that too?
No, because I can choose what they are.
They get a 21.
All of them?
I rolled 1 for all. I can roll separate ones. Okay, the armor one succeeds. The other 2 fail.
Good. Then anytime they make saving throws, they roll a d4 and subtract that number.
Wonderful. They go as a purple aura hovers over them. Final Fantasy VII style. I assume.
Can I do anything else?
You can move.
I'm after that turtle. I want to go get it and stuff it in my bag.
I think Scoot had it in his bandage.
Oh, yeah,
so
you had
can,
it.
Like support him,
Yeah. Well, I wasn't touching it, but I had it in the bandage, just trying to.
or you could pass it off to Ilka if you want.
I would totally do that.
All right, I've got my hands open and like go long.
No sweat.
Wait,
Sweet.
are you catching in your hands or are you catching in the nectarine bag?
Nectarine bag.
There you go. Squish.
Yeah, like a
It is nestled merrily,
like a
safely.
wine bottle. It's a little loose in there, but then the netting is tight enough that it won't fall out.
Run, Ilka, run!
So, Scoot, you're getting pinched pretty hard.
Okay.
Except with my massive strength, I'm like also pulling the arms away
Yeah,
from
so
him.
it's not latching
So-
onto you.
So
One.
you feel like I'm restrained?
No, you're not restrained.
I'm not restrained. Okay.
You're welcome.
Thanks, buddy. I'm going to take out this anchor connected to a steel pipe,
Connected to the
knee bone,
steel
and then I'm going to thwack the body made of weapons,
Great, go for it.
trying to blast it into as many pieces as I can. First one is in the low 20s.
I'll do it.
Okay. You know what? I'm just going to do that again right now. And I feel lucky for my last time. And that is also dirty 20.
2 hits.
So, math time. This is 2d6 damage.
Right.
So that's 8 on the first hit. And I thought that was a 9, but it's a 6 because this is a 6-sided die. 7.
Plus your strength, right?
15. And then, add 3 to each of those. So 21.
21 damage.
21 total damage. Bludgeoning damage to the construct made of weapons.
Yeah, you just swing right through it, and the pieces of blade and metal kind of like part and start to like look like they're kind of coming apart.
Yeah.
Not quite. There's some kind of magical attraction there.
It's called magnets.
Maybe magnets.
Magnets.
Takes us to Zay.
Science.
So the 3 constructs were around the table,
Yeah.
and one has since moved onto a rope
Right. They're all kind of moving onto the ropes and crawling towards you and swinging from them.
at this point. Okay.
Yep.
I cast spell magic on the tool.
You rolled a 6. So this one literally just goes inert and falls into the acid. It just freezes up and falls.
Oh,
There's a sizzling sound.
some of those tools.
Yeah, they
And
get
it
kind
gives,
of
a,
rusty.
it gives a thumbs up.
Yeah, the last hand as it goes down.
Bye.
The other
I
2
should
don't
say,
even react to that.
First, I transform into a halfling, and then I cast a spell.
Important note. The one that Scoot just smashed suddenly explodes in a cloud of blades at all of you.
That was a good hit.
Heck yeah, it was. Everyone make dexterity saving throws, please.
Hey, nat 20.
15.
11
11 with evasion.
with evasion.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 11 is my, so that's my standard modification.
Yep.
And so does that work?
No, it fails.
Then I'm going to use evasion.
Wonderful.
18.
18? Okay, so Lark fails.
Okay.
Um,
I take half damage.
So,
You were concentrating so hard on saving Scoot.
Yeah, I feel like I was on the other side of the armor creature, so that's why I only have had half damage. Like I was only half exposed.
Everyone who saves takes 9 damage instead of 18 because you're ducking and dodging and hiding behind ropes or covering your face. Lark, you do the same thing, but in a different way. You still half the damage.
Okay.
Congratulations. It's good to be a rogue. You do something extra roguey to dodge the blades.
Yep.
Like
It's super. If anyone was looking, they would have been impressed. But everyone's focused on other things. A little disappointed. Did anyone see? No. Okay.
the armor one tries to break out of your grasp and throw you off, Lark. So it's going to roll against your athletics.
Okay.
I think I always
Lark
do
is
grapple
super
rolls.
strong. I'll just mention.
You got to beat an 18.
Well, I have a 7, so
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, so it peels you off and kind of sets you aside on the rope as you dodge the blades.
Hey!
And then it moves after Ilka and kind of sidles up next to Ilka. So anybody around it, which I assume is Lark and Scoot, can make attacks of opportunity if you choose to.
Yes, I do. Look out,
Yeah.
Ilka.
About a 15.
That will do it.
19.
That'll also do it.
Well, I hope you can take
Oh wait,
this.
and I forgot I don't have my actual weapons. So this is my. So with the double-ended dagger, that's going to be like primary attack offhand. Do I deal? Is it like
Yeah,
that?
it's like
okay.
a dual wielding. Yep.
5 damage from Scoot.
Nice.
8.
As you
Wait, do I get to do sneak attack?
I think you. Well,
no, not an
it's
attack
totally-
opportunity.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. Takes
I
us
just
back.
leveled up to level 7, everybody. So I have a 4d6 for my sneak attack. I haven't been able to use it yet. So right, yeah.
Lark, it's your turn.
Oh well, I'm gonna attack now.
Okay.
The one that's attacking Ilka.
Great.
Yeah. So
It's reaching for the nectarines.
I only-
Like my 1-year-old.
14. 14.
14 does not hit. Scrapes against
Can
metal
I? So because it's since a dual wield weapon, I can attack a second time.
as a bonus action. Yep.
That's what I'm gonna do. Except I won't get to use my sneak attack. Fine. 19
It's
with that.
it's not sneaky though.
No,
It's
it
like you're
isn't.
like, watch out!
Ilka, look out!
So personally offended by the
It's
rules.
fine. 2. Take that. 2.
I'll note it down.
Was that? I was probably like the death blow, right?
It seems a little wobbly. Yeah. Yeah. Takes us to Ilka.
I smack back with my heater shield.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Roll it.
I use the pointy bottom cube. Wait, what? Pointy bottom
If you
can
imagine
be...
like a classic knight shield, you know, the point on the bottom, it's like an arrowhead.
Sure.
Sure.
I rolled a 16.
That'll do it.
Great. I get 1d6 damage with my shield. I roll 5 damage as I whack it with my shield.
Okay. It's looking kind of beat up. You know, the pieces of metal are falling off as you're smacking it. It's missing an arm now. The that would be the armor one. No, the sword one that's lunging for you, right?
Yeah. I'd like to believe that if it was fleshy, House
do the arm one.
Growlhound crest would be like imprinted in it
Wedging
now.
it. Yeah, the Growlhound crest is like a Phantom of the Opera, like split face. Like one is human and the other half is like demonic.
Of course.
Of course. Takes us to Scoot.
Does it seem like the physical attacks are having an effect?
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
Especially mine.
especially yours. Yes,
Yeah.
I wanted to mention that too. All right, continuing then. We've got, let's see, so the armor one is still around.
Yep.
The sword one has been damaged. And
The sword one like exploded and now it's like reforming kind of in between you and Zay.
okay.
Grab some of
The
those
armor one
weapons
is over
when
by
they
Lark
flew
and Ilka.
What about just grabbing him and trying to throw him down into the acid?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to do that to the armor one. I want to try to put, like, an athletic, I want to push the armor one into the
Off the rope.
acid. Yes, this is going to be
Roll athletics.
athletics. Ooh, that's a good thing for me. 1.
Oh no.
Plus 7 or 6, but 1. That's a crit fail.
Yeah.
Scoot, you're so athletic.
I'm very athletic.
Scoot, you totally miss as it jukes you and you fall down and grab on with one rope, but not before taking like a little half dip in the acid.
Oh,
Wait, how far above the? I pictured us being way above the acid.
You're
We're like,
no, you're like 15 feet above it. You're pretty close.
am I 15 feet tall?
yeah. How does wait? I'm confused. Oh, it's a little splashed up.
Swinging
it's
on
It's
the
like
rope.
bubbling.
It's
yeah,
bubbly
bubbling
and my
spinning acid.
toe.
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
9
The rope
acid
was
damage.
like
Scoot.
with his weight.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I yell, "Take that!"
Zay, it's your turn.
My impulse is to try to help Scoot up, but I don't know how helpful
He's
I'm
still
fine.
holding on.
she
like,
would be. Yeah.
I'm full Black Knighting this now. It's like, come on back here, I'll get you this time.
Now that the way to the path to the armored construct is clear, Zay's gonna pull out her matching red stained hand crossbows in defense of Scoot. Thanks for getting out of the way, Scoot. It's like you read my mind.
That was all intentional.
Nice work.
Shoot both bows one after the other.
Roll it with your rainbow die.
No, that was a bad choice.
Oh. Roll twice. It's 2 attacks.
Oh, hey.
Ooh.
I don't know if there's a plus.
Dex.
Oh, Dex.
And
Oh,
proficiency if you're
then
proficient.
15.
That'll do it.
So I get to roll. Hey, 6 damage.
Yeah, it's looking like it's on its last leg, literally. Like one of the legs just kind of falls off into the acid. The magic is fading from this thing. However, it's going to just try and bash Ilka and rip the nectarines out of your hands. Mr. Armor Plate goes for it. Gets 22. Yeah?
You know what we have.
We're dressed in rags.
It does 10 damage to you. Yeah. The other one, the blade one, is going to go for Zay, I guess, since you just took out one of its peers, and just try and gore you with one of its sword hands.
I duck.
It's like it's kind of come back together now.
Yeah, right. It gets a crit fail as well, so it also falls down and swings in the acid. It catches itself with a sword hand and starting to cut through one of the ropes. And it's the same rope that Scoot's holding on to, so you're starting to sag a little.
I start to kick it American Gladiator style. I'm just feet up, both. Just, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
However, like half of its body is just sizzling away, so that helps a lot.
He's 15 feet tall, too.
No, the rope is pulled down.
Yeah, it's really the weight.
Wait,
Lark, it's your turn.
How did the weight change from the top of the rope to the sign? A wizard did it.
Yeah. It's a long rope, and there's anyway.
Okay. This is so insane. All right, so Scoot and the blade knight or the blade constructor hanging from the rope in the acid.
I got this.
Yeah?
Yep.
It looks like it. The other one is attacking Ilka?
Yep.
And that's one I'm by.
Yes.
I'm going to try to knock it off the rope.
Okay, roll athletics. If you want to try acrobatics and have like a cool idea of how...
Nat 20.
Okay.
Hey.
So how do you want to do that then?
I want to run along the rope. Like I run along the rope and I jump up and kick it in the head. And then I spring back and land on the rope and swing around a couple times and then land on top of it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And it falls dramatically and goes makes metal groaning sounds as it sinks into the acid down below. Yeah, leaving the one dangling with Scoot from the rope. They're starting to bob, and your feet. You're like, I don't know if you're holding your feet up or like trying to hang onto the rope so you're not falling into the acid. Yeah,
I've been trying to kick this thing.
Great.
Whatever's left of it.
Ilka, it's your turn.
Who's left alive of
Just
these
the
three?
the one swinging thing in the acid.
And
It's like
Scoot.
half submerged, and Scoot's also like his butt's about to drag into the acid.
Oh, I want to rescue Scoot.
Okay,
Can I go
How?
pull him up?
sure. Roll acrobatics.
No, just go for it. I'll be fine. Go for it. Get the thing.
I already have it. It's in my nectarines.
No, attack the
monster.
The monster.
Oh, fine.
6
Great.
seconds.
I go hit him in the head with my shield again.
There.
Hey!
Bam, 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 until he falls off the rope.
Roll it.
Maybe. I don't know if I can add anything to that. Probably not 6.
Yeah, you miss and kind of swing under the rope as well as the momentum it takes you. So Ilka and Scoot are dangling.
What is happening?
I throw Bardic Inspiration at Scoot as a
Nice.
last jab.
Scoot, it's your turn.
With all the acid around us, it sounds like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Yeah.
Okay, so now there's 3 of us under here.
Yes.
Quit messing around, you guys.
All right. I do the ab crunch. I get as high
Nice.
up and try to get my legs around the rope where
easy.
the thing is, and I just try to wiggle it back and forth to get it off and into the acid.
Oh, you're trying to like throw it off with your legs.
Yes.
Your thighs.
Yes.
Home
Great.
listener Scoot actually wiggled here in his seat in the auditorium.
Make an athletics roll, Scoot. What'd you get?
What's the percentage on 2 crit fails in a row?
Oh my God.
Aren't you lucky?
Are you
It was
serious?
a 1. Yeah, it was a 1
But
that
he
it
was
tipped
lucky.
over. Yeah.
And you're going to fall into the acid. You're just a few feet below this rope, but you immediately take 16 damage as you start to burn up. You'll take that amount of damage every round until something gets you out of there.
16.
Or more. So, Zay, it's your turn.
Do I still have a bonus action?
Yes?
I rage. I don't like this anymore. This was fun for a while. Now it's not fun.
Burbling below you all.
I take out my small glowing orb. No, I'm just kidding.
I hope the tuning
I
forks
am
are
going to use my crossbows against the dangling
The dangling one.
construct.
Roll 2 attacks.
I'm so distracted by Scoot that I miss horribly, but I don't hit
The
him.
arrows go into the acid and sizzle away.
It's fine, I can take it.
And then Scoot looks like he's having some discomfort, so I cast Balm of the Summer Court
Wonderful.
down into the acid for 14.
It's almost
plus
like you weren't
14.
even in burning acid, Scoot,
14.
for a few seconds.
Did Ooble Doop give me any resistance to acid? Or
Nope.
anything? You sure?
Positive.
Double check.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one who's still hanging on is, I guess, going to crawl over, like arm over arm towards Ilka and just try and take a swing at her and knock her into the acid as well, since she's nearby.
Hey, where are you going? Get back here.
We're
not done yet.
It misses. It swings wide. It's very ungainly at this
Yes,
point.
it does.
Lark, it's your turn.
Let's see. I have a watch, and I guess I will run. And so, can I reach Scoot? Like, if I run along the rope, can I reach down and grab him, or he's completely?
You have to stick
submersed?
your arm into the acid. to
I'll do
reach him.
that. I'll run
Okay.
over to where he was and stick my arm down in the acid
Amazing.
and try to lift him.
Sure. And Scoot, you feel Lark Wavesilver's hand grab your burning arm. Do you work with him?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm throwing away 3 sets of
Sure.
dice.
That's okay.
Make a strength roll with advantage, Scoot. Or Lark, sorry, Lark.
Okay. I rolled a 10 2 times, but I do have a strength modifier of 0. So 10 is I like my muscles are rippling. I won. I have 1 muscle and it's kind of rippling.
You hold on to Scoot, but you can't quite get him out on your own.
Okay.
It's just, it's too heavy, man. He's holding an anchor on a pipe. Like, it's not.
Scoot, it's me. I yelled out into the acid.
Hi, Lark. How are you?
Are you talking under the acid?
Blah,
Nice.
blah, blah, blah.
The bubbles are coming up.
To Ilka.
From our friend Phylith, I received a long whip
Nice.
with a range of 15 feet.
Mhm.
So I'm going to hang over the edge of the platform by my knees and flick it down towards Scoot in hopes that he can grab the other end.
Sure. Make a strength roll with advantage.
How good of an aim are you?
We'll
Yeah.
find out.
Is that a finesse weapon?
Yes, I think it is, actually.
And who has more finesse than Ilka?
17.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
a
you
good
hit
point.
Scoot, no problem. And you're able to make the pull. So, Scoot,
Hi.
working together with Ilka and with Lark, they drag you out of the acid and up towards the rope. At least high enough that you can reach it and grab on yourself if you let
Yay.
go of one of them.
Yeah, I will. I'll let go of Lark.
So you're no longer burning in acid.
Yay.
Um,
That was different than the last slime I was in.
right. It's then your turn, Scoot.
Welcome back, buddy.
You're raging still.
I am still raging because I've taken a lot of damage.
Yes.
All right. So there's still
The one flailing around by Ilka, yes.
is he still trying to cut the rope?
No, he's just trying to take out Ilka right
Oh,
now, I think. Yeah.
All right.
She's got the amulet.
He's
Can-
trying to hold on. He just has sword hands.
How far? Can I climb up on the rope or is that going to use all my movement? What do you think? I'd like to
You
get to
can
them
climb
and
on
then
it,
attack.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'd like to climb on top and then.
Yep,
then-
roll it.
I don't know what you guys have been doing. If I got to finish this off, all right. But I get 2 attacks. Don't look at that. It wasn't a 1.
It wasn't a 1.
It was a 2. 14 plus a bunch,
That'll do it.
plus 6. So
Yeah.
all right. It's been a rough one for me.
This isn't even
that's
the boss fight, you guys.
7 plus 3, 10.
10 damage. Yes. So you crush the thing to the point where it lets go and falls wiggling into the acid where it disappears from view slowly. The room is quiet aside from the sizzling below you. What do you all do?
And my skin.
And the residual acid on Scoot's skin.
Did you get the golden turtle, Ilka?
Yes, it's in my bag of nectarines.
Let's get the heck out of
Let's
here.
leave. I think
We passed by a camping family.
Yes.
Like they over at the camping family to see what is happening
Inanimate.
over there.
Totally inanimate. And it didn't pop up on Detect Magic either when you cast it, when Ilka cast it. So you make your way out,
Yeah,
throw
I'm
a
gonna.
rope up to the opening.
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay. And you make your way back towards Phylith in Phylith's trash sanctum. What do you do with the amulet when you get there?
Is Phylith there?
Yes. Phylith's like, wow, you made it. You don't look too hot.
We could have used a heads up about the acid and the
hey, I
and
didn't
the
know what
junk
was in
monsters.
there, man.
Junk monsters.
Like I said, I'm a very busy person.
Can we go hang
nothing
out
to
with
worry
your
about.
slime cube until we all feel a little better?
Sure. Do you have the amulet?
Heals
Yeah,
first.
but we
Heals first.
Okay. You all dive in. Great.
Yeah.
Your physical damage is healed. However, your burned up clothing
My
is
rags?
in rough shape, Scoot.
Now I'm doing the full 5th element.
Yeah, right. You have like a
I'm down
just
to it.
underwear. Yeah, skivvies.
Just, there's no more modesty.
Yes. While you were floating in the goop, Phyolith was showing you how to open up the bags in the bag dimension. It's a sort of an arcane hand gesture. You got to treat the ropes just right. And then they open. So
I was probably paying intense attention to that. I mean, any sort of rope activity still, I'd be probably.
yes.
Yeah.
It's like tying a knot or untying a knot, but also a bit of a hand dance. So
I got lost there, so I'm only half effective.
okay. So you all, once you're all healed up, do you step out of Oobledoop or do you just hang tight for a bit? What's your next move?
What did you guys think of Oobledoop?
It was really relaxing.
I know. It was a really good time.
I feel lovely and chill and
I feel like perhaps I have an additional heart.
They got little white borders on them, yeah.
I feel like I leveled up again.
It's kind of like the sauna experience. You do that, you get all warm, and then you dive into the acid, and then
Yeah.
you go back in, and you get warm again.
yeah, you could market this good.
Should we just call it here, guys? This is a good spot, yeah?
Yeah. Let's not leave.
I crawl out of the goop,
Okay,
and
regrettably.
it was a good time. But I go over to my nectarine bag and fish around. Do I get any feel from the turtle that bad things are going to happen now if I touch it?
No, it's just a little golden turtle on a necklace.
Great. I scoop up the little turtle. Does it do anything?
It's slightly heavy to the touch. It's made
Thin?
of gold. You do see a little seam on it. And Phyolith is kind of just like they're wearing a mask, so you don't really. It's kind of inscrutable, but they seem to be like leaning in, like ready to like grab it out of your hands as hard as they can.
Violet, can I open it? I want to see what's inside it.
Open it?
It has a little seam.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Give it here. Give it here.
I give it to him.
As you're moving towards Phyolith, you hear a ripping sound, like just a loud rending, like a huge piece of paper just getting torn asunder. And in the distance, on like the far side of the bag, you see the whole side of the bag just start to tear open by giant claws ripping at it from the outside. How do you all react to this?
Phyolith, is that normal?
No, it's not. He's here. Take cover! Ah! And the bagman, huge, like the size of maybe like 30, 40, 50 feet, that his size seems to change. He's kind of flitting into the room. You can see that the bagman now is this shadowy figure, like no discernible color to him aside from just this black shadowiness and this two glowing spotlight white bag eyes kind of panning around the room, and they settle on the amulet and on all of you and kind of take you in. And then the bagman starts to crawl in. He's got this sort of shadowy hair that kind of flicks out, like almost like tentacles, and they're kind of like pulling him in along with his arms as he kind of crawls in, this hulking humanoid figure made of shadow.
Violet, open it.
Phyolith opens it. And it seems to be a locket. There's a little picture inside. Phyolith looks at it and is kind of mystified, like, what is this supposed to do? And a little song starts to play, a little relaxing melody, kind of like a lullaby, kind of like Masquerade from the Phantom of the Opera or something, Anyway.
Does it have any impact on the crawling evil?
Yes, the crawling evil goes absolutely crazy and just expands outward at an untrackable pace and rips the entire trash room that you're in asunder, like floor, ceiling, ripped in two, pieces flying everywhere. Everyone make dexterity saving throws.
Close it.
Oh my gosh! What the heck?
15, Ilka.
Dice.
15.
14.
Okay.
7.
Oof.
I believe that's going to be a dirty 20.
Okay. Lark, you have evasion,
Yeah,
which
I do.
halves damage. In this case, I'm going to say that the bagman is lunging for all of you. It doesn't get a hold of you as everything comes apart. However, it almost gets Lark, and you just barely twist out at the last second as gravity's shifting, like you don't really know where you're headed, as this whole thing falls apart and gravity goes haywire. The bagman seems to be grabbing up whatever he can as it's all coming apart. He grabs Teriador, he grabs Phyolith. However, the rest of you all kind of go streaming away into the distance together. And as you stream away, you can see the bagman stuffing them into bags. Like he conjures bags out of his hands, sort of like openings, and just starts stuffing Phyolith and other garbage and rubbish into his bags. As you start to put some distance between you and him, you're like 100 feet away, 200 feet away.
Just like floating in space.
Yeah, like the momentum's carrying you all through space. You're going to hit a bag soon, you're sure. There's enough bags around here that it's not unlikely.
But Phyolith kept the amulet.
No, he let go of it. So
Then the chain was still with me.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I
Yep,
still
you
have
still have it, yes.
to close it so it stops singing.
Okay, sounds good. Do the rest of you have anything you want to do as you're just getting thrown around?
I try and float toward Ilka so that we're at least connected in our...
Sure.
I have a whip. I have 15 feet of it. fling it out towards Lark.
Nice. And you all have a little bit of gravity towards each other already. Just by the way this
Aw.
place works.
It's the power of
So-
friendship.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, yeah.
Come together like survivors from a shipwreck and kind of float through space before eventually you all kind of buoyantly hit a large bag several hundred feet away from the bagman. You can see him raging around in the distance, tearing through the wreckage of this bag. He seems like he kind of lost track of you, especially after you closed that amulet. And you're going to see all this going down in the distance as you kind of settle onto this soft outside of a bag.
I think we need like a bagman-sized swode shirt.
Yeah. I think so too. Yeah, just wants a friend.
We gotta save Toreador.
Again. Yeah.
I think the best way to save Toreador would be to find the bagman's bag and look in the ledger.
Yes.
As the bagman's calming down, you see him kind of bundle up the bags that he took, like Toreador and Phyleth and a couple other things. And he kind of lopes off, swinging from bagged rope to bag rope towards a sort of central nexus that you kind of, as you regard the dimension that you're in, the bag plane, it seems like all the ropes do kind of center around this one larger bag. There's a lot of ropes coming off this one bag, and then they kind of, splinter out towards other bags from there. So you can see it in the distance, like a mile away or so.
A fantasy mile.
Fantasy mile, Azile.
Stop it.
I think I see the bagman's house bag, his home bag. His bag house. Bagman's bag house.
His secret bag.
The house of the bagman, the bagman's back house.
Yeah. Bagman's
Stop
bag
saying
house.
bagman.
I can't help it.
It's not okay.
Dia's
I can't
doing a
spit on
spit
the
take.
That's two of you now have almost destroyed microphones tonight.
Okay. Yeah, let's go over to the bagman's bag house.
I cast Pass Without a Trace
Amazing.
as we move toward it, although we can still be tracked by magic.
Wait, are we floating or no? We bumped into a bag.
You're
So we can just crawl
lounging
along
on a
the
bag,
rope
yeah.
to the bag house.
Stop it.
Okay, so you're all very stealthy, and you see no sign of being followed as you make your way along the ropes towards the first bag. Until eventually you get there, unless you have any other things you want to stop and do.
Oh, I'm just connecting now. I thought, okay, never mind. The first bag, name of the bagman's bag house.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, I heard that said earlier. That is not what got filed in my head. I'm up to speed now.
Lark has an intelligence of...
He's not wise.
He just
Oh,
got
right.
resurrected.
His high
Right.
intelligence, low wisdom.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Clerical
All right.
knowledge. Okay.
Okay, so we're making our way towards bag one.
Yes, and you see it's got a really huge knot tying it off. You know how to get that knot open.
Yeah, we do.
So you don't see any sign of the bagman at this point.
Oh, quickly undo it.
Scoot takes the lead.
I probably
He's the one who wasn't
he's
paying
the
attention.
sailor.
Yeah,
Probably
it's a little,
bad,
It's
so-
a little
He's paying super
clumsy. It takes a
attention.
couple minutes, but
Yeah.
eventually
Say
you get
offers
it open.
guidance.
Nice.
I think I'm great at it.
Zay
Nice
steps
job,
in and helps
Scoot.
out. Yep.
Yeah,
Couple
I
minutes,
know.
You get it open. Inside, you see what looks like just sort of a drab, like warehouse room, like wood floors down there. Otherwise unadorned. It's like a dark room that you can see into just fine.
Boy, it's neat in here. There's like carnivals going on,
What?
and yeah.
Do you see a ledger?
Yep.
Okay. I'll follow you.
You don't.
No. So we keep we start heading towards. It's a huge warehouse you talked about, right?
Yeah, like you're dropping in from the ceiling through this bag hole.
Okay.
You head in?
Yeah, absolutely. We start making our way very easily through there.
Yep.
Okay.
And I go, shh, to Ilka.
I see her nod
She's not
Yes.
gonna.
in agreement.
She's not gonna make a peep right now.
So this place is maze-like. It's like a huge empty warehouse with kind of like corridor-like hallways dividing it around with lots of like right angles and sharp turns. It seems unadorned, but the farther in you go, if you start going in,
Mhm.
you see sort of signs of life, like scratch marks on the ground and footprints and writing on the walls. Eventually you start to see signs that say really eerie things like no home or no hope. Go
Wow.
further in. Do you stop or do you keep going?
In common?
I was gonna. Yeah,
In common, yeah.
that's really strange.
But we can see now, or only
I
Well, that's
can't.
a good
I can't
point.
see
You do
anything.
have your little glowing light ball if you still hold on to that.
I'm holding on to the very tiny remains of Scoot's bandages.
Like his
Yeah.
waist belt.
Yeah,
my
just
my
like-
loincloth at this
yeah.
point, and it's
I
And I
getting
hand
treacherous.
out.
I
Kinda
cast
sweaty.
dark vision
Gross.
on myself.
Great.
And I hand Lark my small glowing orb.
So you can see like 15 feet out, Lark, with that.
Hey, Scoot.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Yeah, you want to let go of my loincloth now?
Yes, please.
Okay, there we go.
Wipe your hand off.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we able to follow these tracks? Are they going in any particular direction?
It's not so much like a splintering maze. They're kind of like winding deeper into this sort of labyrinthine space that you're in. Like there's just kind of the one path that winds inwards and inwards and inwards.
Okay.
Until eventually, as you keep following this text, like the text gets more dense as you make your way towards the center until there's just all kinds of writing all over the walls. Some of it's carved in, some of it's written in, some of it's painted in with big swabs of red and black and purple paint.
Is it different handwriting?
No, it's all the same handwriting.
Okay.
Oh, he's gone insane. This poor guy.
Yeah.
We got to get
No
him a
hope,
Swode
no
shirt.
home,
Yeah.
no family.
He really misses that locket. He's taking it hard.
Eventually, you come upon a space that is somewhat adorned. You turn around this corridor, and ahead of you is what looks like a small sort of arcane laboratory with some implements kind of set up and a couple of bags sitting there. They look like the same bags that Phyolith and Teridor might have been stuffed into, as well as some like workbenches and stations with sort of scrolls on them and books, various kind of like arcane tools like crystal balls and magnifying glasses and pipettes. Yeah, polyurethane tubing. What do you do?
I'm going to go investigate the books on the workbench.
Great. Okay. Roll investigation.
So, you know what? At some point tonight, I'm going to have a really good roll, but it's not now.
I hear you, buddy.
This is a 5.
It's really frustrating that you see all these books and all these ledgers, but none of them are labeled, and you're having a really hard time. Like you grab one, and it's kind of arcane to you. The notes are very sloppy. They're handwritten. You're like, what is this book? But you're getting frustrated and you can't quite parse it out.
Oh, these books are useless. Let's just give up.
Eventually, if you unless anyone helps out, after a couple minutes, Lark, you do discern that the biggest book on one of the benches is a ledger of bags. It's a list of all the bags, and it's a book many feet long. It's more like a large binder than a book.
That's just not practical.
No.
It's not.
I can see why he went crazy.
Right. It's kind of like strapped together oddly. The binding's all kittywampus.
Ugh.
I
Cobbled.
point out the ledger to everybody.
It was pretty obvious to everyone else.
Oh. I finally found the ledger, everybody.
Is it listed by owner
Yes,
of
it
the
is.
bag?
It is. As you start paging through it, yeah.
So
In
would
common.
it be under Silver Waves? Would it be under
Yeah.
S?
Yeah,
So we should be
definitely.
near the end.
So if you're all craning over it, it becomes clear that there are some sections divided by type of bag, and there are also two parts that were ripped out for portable holes and handy haversacks. Those are thrown away.
Oh,
Oh, so
I want to
bummed.
find out where my portable hole is, and then we would know where the secret lair of Rowan Cook.
There's a section towards the back of twin portal bags.
Oh.
That's the name of the show, everybody.
Who are you talking to,
No,
Lark?
They were just surprised that I enjoyed that reference.
The two bags in the room are like, what? You hear a voice from inside them.
3 minutes of reading madness, and Lark has slid off his cracker.
So we hear sounds from the two bags?
Yes,
in
you
there?
hear like muffled voices calling for help.
I'll definitely open one.
I'm going to flip to the twin portal bag section.
Okay, there are like 6 of them. And 3 of them are owned by Jarlaxle Banray, it says.
What does it say after that?
Well, one says
It's like an
in
address.
care of Swoj as well next to it. Like it's very clear who owns it.
Hey,
Oh,
he wrote our name down.
I know, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. This is kind of a neat job he's
He knows
got.
who
handwriting.
Swoj is.
does it have like coordinates or a description?
Yeah, it's got like a direction and a distance, like a heading. You feel like you could probably figure out where the bag is based on his notes.
Okay,
Let's
great.
abstract it to that.
That's-
You were helping out the other 2 bags?
That's good
Opening them
work
up?
right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just picking a bag. If a voice happens to sound familiar, I would definitely go to that one first.
Yes, you have to do the same arcane gesture, so it takes a little while. You all see Scoot kind of fumbling, but you open them up, and inside are Phyolith and Teridor, looking real shook up, gasping for breath. Teridor is basically passed out. Phyolith is like, "What? What's happening? Oh my god! Thank you for saving me."
Is Oobledoop in there too?
No,
All
no
right.
sign of Oobledoop.
I'm hurt.
I know.
I'm disappointed by that, but I definitely want to get Teridor up and
Sure.
awake
Sling him up.
again. He's gone through
Yeah,
some
he's
stuff.
he's barely
Just
awake.
keep him in the bag and carry him that way.
You could do that.
As long as he can breathe.
Well, that's the question. The breathing out here, you've noticed. You notice that once the air gets sucked out of these bags, when you open them up, you can still exist in this plane. Like there's no need for breathing outside of the bags. Oddly enough, inside of the bags, yes, you need to breathe. Outside of the bags, you don't.
Ilka's used to that.
I don't breathe in the first place, so I haven't noticed anything.
That's why I only took acid damage and not suffocation damage.
Oh,
That's
nice.
science.
We're all taking acid damage right now. It's very clear to you all where Jarlaxle's bag is, the one that Swoj also had, according to the notes.
Excellent. Here we
Let's
go.
Let's go. Oh, wait. But we have to have... We can't open it, right?
And we can open it, and then
Oh,
Jarlaxle...
but we can't open the other side, right?
Well,
We have to-
Jarlaxle can,
Yeah.
because it's a
Right.
twin portal.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Or the bagman could. Right.
We could offer the locket in exchange if he catches up with us.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Because clearly it means a lot to him, and he's sad here without his family and his home. Let's go.
We should just invite him to dinner sometime by saying his name 3 times.
Logs.
Later, some other time.
Oh, Lark bites his tongue.
Phyllis is like, do you have somebody waiting for you out there, or how are you going to get out of this place? I mean, you
we're
count
not
on the
sure.
bagman to do it?
Do we have a... Oh, no, we had a way to contact Rowan.
Yeah, we don't have anything anymore. I have a watch with constellations.
Well, he seemed really angry out there, so we better move fast.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know about the constellation watch. So
Got the tuning forks.
there's
Yeah,
no
we have
there's no
two-
stars around here.
We have tuning forks. That might help.
That might help.
Let's go.
Do you want to grab on? Phyllis says I can kind of give us a boost as we're moving.
Yeah, I
That
asked
sounds
earlier
good,
and
yeah.
you said no.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of owe it to you at this point. You know, we've kind of bonded and now we know each other better.
Aw.
And therefore, if you want to hop on and kind of actually tell you what, Phyllis holds out a hand and the hand kind of unravels, the cloth peels away in a spiraling shape. And Phyllis is hollow on the inside, just like the suits that you were fighting earlier.
Oh.
Huh.
Phyllis grab on, everyone.
Lark
I
grabs
grab
on.
And Phyllis zoops away with their wheels going much faster than you could run. It actually takes you off your feet as you go, and you kind of just fly
We have Terador too.
with Scoots holding Territory.
I grabbed Terador,
Did
yeah.
you grab anything else from this place? Just the people.
There are a couple bags, but I probably... No, my focus is Terador.
Wonderful. Okay. And what's your bearing then towards the...
Yeah, the address that was in the ledger. That's where we're going.
The pass without trace starts to wear off. Do you recast it, say, or are you guys just going fast? What do you say?
Fast at this point.
Go
I would
fast.
ask for it back because I'm real skeptical about the
Well,
Batman.
as long as I've been concentrating, I can use it for up to an hour. Has it been more than an hour?
Oh, less than an hour. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was 10 minutes. No, in that case, yeah. So you're veiled as you move from bag to bag and rope to rope until eventually you come upon a bag of somewhat familiar dimensions. It's got 2 ropes connected to it, 2 different openings. What do? Open it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's our
Who's
bag.
opening it?
Not say I'm concentrating.
I will open it.
So Ilka deftly, within a few seconds, shoop, 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 the rope spirals open, and inside is a familiar-looking bag of holding. It is empty. Do you go in right away, or
I'm gonna go in and holler for Jarlax.
Wait, it's empty? Where's all our stuff?
it's been cleared out?
Rowan.
Manchun.
Manchun.
It was Manchun.
Rowan would never do this.
Hmm,
Okay, faux row.
Yeah.
Row.
Nice.
So is it Jarlaxle on the other end or is it Rowan?
Well, Jarlax will be through the twin portal, but I don't know how to. If I search back in my memory, do I remember how? Did Jarlaxle explain to us how we could get out of our bag into his bag?
He kept it open from his side.
Oh.
He had another bag.
So we could just climb inside and then climb into Jarlaxle's bag?
Well, he would have to open it from his side first. You can't just climb out. You're on your own without the bagman's help.
And our stone is not in, nothing's in there. Totally empty.
Right, it's empty. There's a faint smell of lavender in the bag.
And,
That tracks.
and herring.
And herring.
And herring.
But I
yeah,
brought it with
still.
me.
Yeah, it just kind of blends with the new herring smell. Yeah, it refreshes it.
Great. I'm gonna
Ilka's
crawl in.
calling for
Yep, go to the other end.
Jarlaxle.
Holler for Jarlaxle.
Okay. Everybody make perception rolls. Let's just see where we're at.
Unbelievable.
22.
24.
Nice.
7.
Show off.
8.
Okay, so
You're busy yelling.
Team eyes.
Ilka's yelling. Lark is also yelling.
Sure.
Zay and Scoot are a little bit more wary. Did you leave the hole open behind you as you climb into the bag? Yes. So, behind you, you see kind of shadowy, tendrily fingers starting to reach their way into the bag, kind of Onceler arm style, crawling in, hand and an arm. And then the hair tendrils of the bagman start to become apparent ahead of you. What do you do as you see this happening? He seems smaller now, human-sized again. He's shrunk down.
Hi, Bagman. How you doing today?
Lark rolls around.
Yeah,
What?
you hear that. Lark and...
I
I'm
didn't
trying-
even call for him.
Does he react? I actually said that.
No, he just starts crawling towards you, and he actually seems to be getting bigger and filling the space as he
Uh-oh.
gets into the bag.
I'm gonna play the amulet song on the marimba.
Roll performance.
13.
13. He stands fully upright and stops growing in size and just pauses for a few seconds and regards you all, looking stunned and surprised, like he hasn't heard this melody in a long time. He kind of tilts his head, and his eyebrow or his eye hole lights flash briefly, as if he's considering, but he's otherwise really inscrutable. So, what do the rest of you do in response to this? You have a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm grabbing a couple tuning forks. How many do I have? It said set.
Hey, Beth, how many are in a
8.
At least 8? Yeah.
All right.
An octave.
I grab L and W and ding dong.
Up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
My favorite notes.
Yeah. L
Great.
L
Scoot,
sharp
roll
and
performance.
W big. All right. I'm
Nice.
rocking this new set of dice. Oh, +0. Who could have guessed? 17.
17. Okay. He continues to pause. He seems to sort of relax a little and just kind of regard all of you. You said, "Hi, Bagman, I'm Scoot."
I said, "Hi, Bagman. How are you doing?"
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to relate to him because he's a crazy mofo, and we need to try to be a friend.
Okay.
And I successfully hugged somebody out of combat last time.
That's
so.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have experience.
Yeah.
Again, he's starting to kind of stretch out again and fill the room with his arms, like they're kind of fanning out around you all right now. He's stretching to be the sort of shadow filling half the space, but he's
trying
not
to give us a big hug.
If that's a hug. I'm not ready for that yet.
Zay sort of proffers up the other half of the sandwich. If you're feeling hungry, I have.
At that, he shakes his head and says, "I left that for you."
Oh, that's nice.
I eat it. And this time I don't druid craft away the bad smell.
He says,
Wait, did you leave all of these gifts for us? And I hold up the packet of Rowan Crook's collectible cards.
I did.
Oh, Bagman, you're the sweetest.
I wanted you to stay.
Oh,
Will you stay?
how long?
Doesn't react to that.
For just, I mean, are you lonely? You seem like you're lonely, Bagman.
He audibly grimaces, and he starts to expand more and hover, like his head is now like on the ceiling, kind of looking down on all of you with his spotlight.
Do you
eyes
miss your
shining down.
family?
At that, he attacks you.
Oh no! We could leave him Teriador.
We have a lock-in with your family.
What's your AC right now with nothing?
14.
He misses. You duck out of the way, Lark.
We have a locket with your a photo of your family.
We think.
He says, "Give it back."
We didn't take it. We got it for you.
You took it.
No. Well, I guess technically we took it, but we got it and thinking like, oh, I bet the Bagman would really want this because of it being his family.
He clarifies, "I put it there where you took it."
Oh, this was a misunderstanding then on our part.
He attacks you again, Lark.
Oh, God.
16 this time.
Oh, God. Give him the amulet.
Lark, you take 8 damage and are flung into the ceiling where you drop back down again. It's like 10 feet up. It's
Okay.
not very far. But
8 that I can have with my...
yes. Yeah. So his arm turns into kind of a rope-like material and literally like wraps around you and throws you and then releases you. As he starts to like boil and the shadows kind of writhe around you in this room with what little light you have that you can see.
Phylith said that the Bagman can't leave this dimension. Is that correct?
Correct. That's what Phylith said.
Should we promise to come visit him sometimes?
I mean, I can't answer. I'm being pummeled.
That's true.
Kaboom, kaboom.
I say, I'm starting to think Phylith might have been shady.
Phylith is like, I never said that I was working like
I forgot he was here.
in everyone's best interest.
So did I. So I definitely said that out loud.
Phylith's like, yeah, I think we're in trouble, guys. You're on your own, and tries to leave, but
But we think he was created by the Bagman.
the Bagman crits Phylith and crunches inwards. Phylith's like, and just kind of gets wrapped up in the shadows before they can leave out.
Violet.
Not like dead, just really grappled. What do you do?
I step forward with the amulet.
Roll persuasion? What are you going for here?
That thing is important to him, and it is better when the music is playing.
Last time it made him very mad.
Well, it seems like when he hears the music, he goes a little more still. It's unclear if he's angry or okay with it, but he lets you get closer as you're holding this amulet out. And he seems like he's reaching for it a little bit with like a sort of a pseudopod that comes out of his chest. Since he's up above you now, he's got an arm kind of coming out, like No-Face style from Spirited Away.
I reach out my other hand, take his hand, and put the amulet in it.
And he kind of absorbs it into himself, and the melody keeps playing, and he starts to shrink back down to human size again and says, "Thank you, Ilka Gralhund." There's something physical there. It's very spongy. Again, all black shadow, so it's really unclear what you're touching. Little bit like shivery, like gives you kind of a bad feel. But he lets you.
Mr. Pac-Man, we have some people we need to save through the other end of this bag.
Who?
Our quest list is like 17 long at this point.
How much do you care about them?
A lot. Definitely a lot at this point.
Yeah, very much.
His spotlight eyes glance around the room.
I'm willing to give you the rags off my loins.
He says, "I would treasure them."
Scoot takes a beat.
In a platonic way. Calm down.
Oh. All right. I was gonna.
I collect rare things. I understand you have people you care for. I care for you too.
Aw, thanks, Bagman.
Do you know us?
I've been watching the contents of your bag. The Twin Portals bags are somewhat of a rarity. I like to keep tabs on them. It smelled amazing. Way better than the kippered herring.
Sorry.
This is very well. You want to leave?
Can you send us out our portal instead of Jarlaxle's? Like we would exit our bag instead of the one that.
Then we're with Rowan.
He says,
Yeah.
It takes a lot out of me. I can only maybe do this once or twice.
Like ever, or just
Then I must recover in my
Oh.
bag.
okay? Well, hey, so what can we? So if we put things in our bag, then you can see them.
Oh, yes.
So is there something we can put in our bag for you, like maybe from your family or somebody that you love who's outside the bag dimension?
When you say family again, he picks you up and throws you again.
Oh no!
He misses.
I'm sure they're long gone, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you like to go camping, right?
He says, I don't think any memory remains of them.
Oh,
except for this.
I
and
thought the
he
sculptures that you
sort of
made.
gestures to his heart where his heart would be where the amulet is playing music now.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, I mean, are there things we can put in the bag that would make you feel less lonely?
He says, you could come visit.
Okay, I'm not sure
I really have no need for things, he says.
I mean, that's a good point. How do we get back here, though?
Oh, just come into a bag of holding and I'll know.
Yeah, but okay, there's no air.
Yeah, but you know how to get into the bag
Okay,
dimension now.
That's true. That's a good point. Jarlaxle will go through the bag dimension when he goes into our bag?
He does not.
Oh.
I do not trust Jarlaxle.
Should we?
Ooh,
That's a bit of a judgment call, Zarin Rumblestride. My vote, no.
Yeah, his vote, no, too. So
what sort of things does Jarlaxle put in his bag?
I don't make a business of sharing what's in every bag.
That's fair.
I keep them.
That's fair. I
Okay.
respect that.
I don't know you that well.
You've got a good code. I respect that. That's good.
Okay.
Are you giving him your loincloth? Like, what's happening with that
Didn't
situation?
he? It seemed like he was uncomfortable with it.
You can use some of my bandages.
I was-
I was gonna say, Zay hands him the smelly leather that she was wearing
Nice.
to cover himself.
Great.
It's
Scoot?
just about the right size.
Yeah, I put on the smelly leather.
Okay.
I
Discreetly.
I go someplace. Yeah, I
Yeah.
take a step away.
Sure.
Obviously,
Phylith kind of screens for you.
I don't want.
He set down Phylith at this point. Phylith's looking real shook and kind of looking at the four of you like, Phylith, their life is in your hands.
I give him one of those hard like finger pokes in the chest, the ones that like hurt more than they should. It's like, you got us in trouble.
Sorry. And the bagman says, what will you do with that one?
Oh, I think he's got to come with us.
Phylith?
No. Oh, no,
Teridor.
I think you're pointing to Teridor.
No, he's pointing at Phylith.
Oh, well, Phyllis stays here with you, I'm assuming.
Phylith's like, no.
What? We can't take him out of the... Can he even
Can he
exist
exist
in
out-
our
yeah.
world?
I don't know. But
Okay.
Those
well,
are your
you know-
choices, there, sir.
All right.
do a fella solid.
sure. Well, yeah, we'll take
We
him with
probably
us.
have a T-shirt in his size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phylith's like, I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we'll take him if you want him out of here, Bagman.
I will trust him to your keeping. Don't let him steal anything else.
Okay. We can.
That's going to be a rough. We're bad with stuff like that.
Yeah. We definitely have a Swoj t-shirt in your size, though, Bagman. So we will be sending that back.
Bagman's like, my size is amorphous.
I have
How much elastic
all
do you
the sizes.
They're very stretchy. They're very
Right. comfortable?
Great. It's a tri-blend. I don't know.
It's a tri-blend.
I will expect it in one interval. One time interval.
Okay. Hey, I have a question I just thought of. Where's all of our stuff? Do you know? That was in this bag?
I believe it was taken by the previous holder.
Did he put it in a different bag?
I don't know where he put it.
Slimy.
Do you know where our bag open? If we go out of our bag, do you know where it will open into?
I don't.
Is there any other secret info that you want to tell us before we leave?
I don't know where your things are. You might want to go ask Our Lady of Holy Portability.
Okay.
Or the handy the having hand.
Having hand.
They're my rivals.
Okay. I'm gonna actually write this down.
Yeah, I am too.
Lark's gonna get thrown into the ceiling.
Yeah. It's kind of asking for it at this point.
If you can take anything from their domains and bring it to mine, I would make sure you were repaid.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, these are the things that were missing from the ledger?
Yes.
Side quest. Okay. Hey, thanks, Bagman. Bagman.
I smack Lark
Eyes go
across
wide.
the face.
Wink.
Where are you going?
We need to go to our bag.
All right. The bagman tears into the wall and does some kind of a circular gesture and opens a portal into what looks like the astral sea. It seems like your side of the bag is literally just floating in the nothingness. It was
come
jettisoned,
on.
similar to where the
Full
musical
row.
instruments were found.
He just
Well,
chucked it out
okay,
there.
maybe
huh?
maybe we'll get picked up by the musical instruments, and we have a bag of nectarines, so they won't get musical instrument scurvy.
Great.
Exactly.
Great. Bagman's like, is this it?
I guess so. Goodbye, Bagman. I put my hand out.
You want me to leave you here?
Can we
Well,
In the
no,
great
I mean, do we
void?
have a different option?
can we find
I
Jarlaxle's
could
side of the
try
bag?
one more time with the other side of the bag,
Oh yeah, let's try the other side of the bag.
but I will have to rest for many days.
Astral plane is no longer a choice after.
Yeah, can you leave both portals open so we can choose after?
I can.
Okay.
Oh, are we gonna be
Alright.
like?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Are we gonna Ghostbuster style be pulled into?
What?
Oh yeah,
directions?
yeah, that's a total thing into Ghostbusters.
And he opens up another portal into what looks like a ship's cabin. A huge gout of lavender scent fills the
Oh,
room.
Oh,
that
that's
one back in
definitely where
Waterdeep.
we're
He
running
says,
go.
leave quickly.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, Bagman.
Nice to meet you.
Bagman.
Say my name. Do you all jump out, or what's
Yes.
your MO?
Totally.
I jump into Jarlaxle's cabin.
Okay. Everyone else too?
Yeah.
Dogpile. You leap out of the portal as you are wont to do, and you land in what looks like a really well-adorned bedroom of some kind. You hear a soft gasp come from the bed direction. There are a couple portholes. Looks like you're on some kind of a boat. And you see Jarlaxle kind of wrapping himself up in a blanket. As outside of the walls of the boat, you see what looks like what you recognize as the city of Neverwinter in the distance. You hear seagulls outside, and the bagman says, "Call my name 3 times should you need me." And he closes this portal behind you, closes the bag, cinches it shut. And you see Jarlaxle's bag kind of fall to the ground behind you, where it fell from a shelf. What do?
Take off my smelly leather. I'm
Yeah?
uncomfortable with this. I don't want this smelly leather on me.
Okay,
This is gross. Get this thing off me.
okay.
Hey, Jarlaxle.
He says, "Hey, Scott, take this."
Who?
And the
What?
Scoot, excuse me. It's been a while.
You mispronounced my name, sir. I don't do that to you.
It's been a few weeks, my friend. Here, have a towel.
Thank you.
It's scented.
Everything's scented in here, Jarlaxle. You're
Of course.
bathed in lavender.
Of course, you're welcome to stay. Tell me, where have you been?
Twin Portals is produced and edited by Scott Hebert. The adventure is created by our Dungeon Master Matthias Valero, and the rest of the Silver Waves of Justice are played by Kendra Carlson, Beth Brophy, and Justin Peck. Thank you to everyone who came out to see this live show. We love seeing all of the new faces along with friends familiar. Our next live show will be on Saturday, June 24th at the Teatro Zaccone. 6:30 p.m. door for a 7 p.m. show, and once again, there is no charge for entry. So put it in your calendars now, Saturday, June 24th. We hope to see you there. Scott Hebert is a fiscal year 2022 and 2023 recipient of a Creative Support for Individuals grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board. This activity is made possible by the voters of Minnesota through a grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board, thanks to a legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Previous support was made possible by the Arrowhead Regional Arts Council, and my sincerest thanks to those two boards for their support. Special thanks to Technomancer John Brophy for all of his work on this live show. Thank you to Terry Cadeau of the Duluth News Tribune for talking with Matthias and I about Twin Portals and the fantastic community that has sprouted up around it. Thank you to Amy Stirs, host of the Supernatural Park podcast, for inviting Matthias on to discuss the art of storytelling. Go search for Supernatural Park and you'll find that episode posted soon. Thank you to Leland Campana for use of his song Avernum as our theme song. Thank you to the Teatro Zaccone, Mary Fox, and Sarah Rolfson for their support. And once again, thank you all so much for listening to Twin Portals. Okay, Justin, you're okay with everybody now?
Yes, everyone sounds good in my head.
Most wonderful.
Beth, go ahead.
I got this really cool box of chocolates with I ate all the chocolate, but it had this like optical illusion-y thing inside, and I thought I would use it as a rolling dicey place, so it doesn't like slip on a piece of paper.